Hello and welcome to Rando Tech Info. So it's finally here. The Pixel 4a is official. It will start shipping on August 20th, and we're going to talk about today a little bit about that phone, what makes it such a special proposition, especially for US markets, and whether or not it will work on all the carriers here in the US. So quite simply, what makes this phone so special, especially for the US market, is its price. It's $349. That is a really strong selling price point. It's cheaper than the iPhone SE. It's cheaper than the Nord, which isn't even being sold here. This is just going to be a great value proposition in a market that does not have a lot of great value propositions. It's so cheap, this is almost a budget phone. People are going to refer to it as a mid-range phone because of its spec sheet, but in reality, at that price point, you're almost down into budget level territory, which makes this phone a really, like I said, strong value proposition. So I already mentioned that this phone is cheaper than the SE and the Nord, and that is because these are the phones that are going to keep drawing comparisons to each other. Everybody's going to talk about how the iPhone SE is the more powerful phone. Everybody's going to talk about how the Nord is this cheap gateway phone into 5G. And people are going to talk about the Pixel 4a's camera. So each phone has their strengths. But in reality, when it comes to the three phones, the decision about which one you're going to want has probably already been made for you. So the iPhone SE is definitely an iPhone. So if you're already in that ecosystem, that's probably the phone you are going to choose. If you're an Android user, the decision has probably also already been made for you as well, because both of these phones are not sold in a lot of the same places. So you're probably going to choose which phone to get based on its availability. Here in the US, the Nord is not sold anywhere, so you're probably going to go with the Pixel. In other parts of the world, the Nord is being sold and not the Pixel. And in other parts of the world, the Pixel is coming out much later as well. I think it's coming out in October in a lot of other places. So if you're in the US, the Pixel seems like kind of the obvious choice. And if you live somewhere else, it's probably going to be the Nord. So the good news is that both phones are reviewing exceptionally well. So regardless of where you live and which one you wind up with, you're probably going to be pretty happy with your purchase. Speaking of purchase, the only major carrier here in the US you'll be able to purchase the Pixel 4a from is Verizon, but you'll also be able to purchase it from Amazon. You'll also be able to purchase it from Best Buy, as well as Google's own online store. So shouldn't be too difficult to get your hands on it. As far as specs on this phone go, it's pretty much what you would expect for this price point. You're not going to get 5G or a high refresh screen like you will on the Nord, but what you will get on this device is a headphone jack, and what some people are saying is really the best camera of any phone you can buy. That includes flagships. Now granted, the phone only has one camera lens, so you're not going to get the ultra wide and the really great zoom shots, but that single lens takes amazing pictures, and that's of course because of Google's post-processing wizardry that it does with its pictures. So the fact that you can get an A or an A+ grade camera on this device for its price point is obviously going to be the big draw for people. So the big question, will it work on all US carriers? And I'm very happy to say yes, it will. As I mentioned before, no 5G. But if you're talking 4G, it uses every single frequency band used by every single carrier here in the US. Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile/Sprint, no matter who you got, you are covered. You should get really good coverage. One more thing I did want to mention real quick, the Pixel 4a 5G is a thing. Google also announced that today, and it will come out later in the year. Now it's going to cost $150 more. You're going to be paying $500 for that phone instead of $350. But if 5G is something that does matter to you and you still want that great camera, it might be worth your while to wait just a little while longer. That's all the information I have today about the Pixel 4a. Are you thinking about getting the 4a? Let me know down in the comments, and if you do wind up getting one, please come back here later and let us know what you think so other people can learn from your experiences. As always, I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Rando Tech Info, signing out.